Welcome into the Washington Commanders pregame show. I am Darren Haynes. She is Charlotte McBride. We have a big Monday night game for you, and we're glad that you're joining in on us because we want to hear your comments on how you feel these Commanders will do here in Philadelphia. Charlotte, how do you feel? Don't say cold. We know that's cold.
It's okay. Things are heating up here on the field. You know, usually we bring you a post-game show live, and tonight we have the pleasure, because it's Monday Night Football, of bringing you a pregame show live. You can see right now the Eagles are on the field behind us. They're taking the field. They're getting some workouts in. We already saw the Commanders get some workouts in. They've already gone back to the locker room. Of course, they were welcomed with mini booths.
They're like right in our face.
They're throwing balls to fans right now.
We should be on the Commanders side, though.
This place is going to be absolutely packed tonight with Eagles fans, as you can imagine. We've seen a few burgundy and gold sprinkled in because everyone knows this is a huge matchup. The Eagles are undefeated, and they're the only undefeated team in the NFL, and of course, arch rivals.
They're due. We'll talk about a little bit of that later. But we want you, the fans, to join in on the conversation. If you're on our Facebook page, comment below. How do you feel about this Commanders team? Do you think they can do it? If you have any questions about the players, we can answer those questions for you. But it's that Monday night game, Charlotte, and there are crazy fans around here, crazy atmosphere for the Commanders to play in tonight.
That's right, yeah, and it's a primetime game. You know, Washington doesn't get a lot of primetime games. In fact, they had the Thursday night primetime game at Chicago, which they won, so maybe primetime is their thing. Maybe they'll come in here to Lincoln Financial Field tonight and take one from the Eagles.
We're excited for the opportunity. It's going to be Monday night. It's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I think the guys are excited for it.
Over these last few years, sometimes the record really doesn't matter. It's who plays the best on that day. Everybody's going to be watching on Monday Night Football, and you know, as a player, you kind of relish those moments to be able to play when the lights are the brightest.
And then what's after that?
All right, now look at this graphic. We were talking about Monday Night Football before, and since they changed the name from the old name to either the Washington Football Team or the Washington Commanders, they are undefeated, 2-0, a strong 2-0 Monday Night Football. Obviously, you can see the number there, what they were when they were the previous name. They struggled on Monday Night Football. But so far, going against this undefeated team, Charlotte, the Commanders/Washington Football Team, they are undefeated.
And we love to see it. So hey, you gotta hold on to those little stats that you can hold on to, right?
I mean, we need to. We need all the luck we can get.
Yeah, the little positive notes here, because again, it is getting loud. I'm sure you guys can hear it. The music is pumping. The fans are starting to pile in here. They've been tailgating for about 5 hours now, so you can imagine the raucous crowd that's going to be meeting the Commanders when they come in here tonight. So yeah, they know it's going to be tough. They know it's their division rival. They know a lot is on the line here. But I think, you know, they're coming in here with some confidence. They want this game.
So I would say that confidence. This is a totally different Washington Commanders team. They're better on defense. We know that Chase Young, one of our local guys, is not coming back from his ACL injury. I think they're going to probably wait another week. But still, third down conversion. In regards to time of possession, the defense is much better. Last time they played the Commanders, Carson Wentz was the quarterback. He was sacked 9 times. Taylor Heineke can run the ball. It won't be the same type of atmosphere, the same type of play quarterback that these Philadelphia Eagles will have to face. I mean, the D-line is right behind me. These are the guys who are actually going after Taylor Heineke. But like you're mentioning, Charlotte, it is loud in here. That's because these Eagle fans are crazy. And the Washington Commanders know that it's going to be kind of insane playing in a hostile environment.
I think it's fun, personally. You know, Philly is a very prideful and unique city, a sports town, I would say. And, you know, they've been having a lot of success in their sport, so you know it's going to be rocking in there. And I wouldn't say their fans are nice, but that don't really bother me.
It's just the way it's going to be. I mean, for a lot of these guys playing in the different conferences they did, you know, the young guys in college, you know, I said just take your rivalry game and ramp that up an octave or two, and that's pretty much what you're going to get in Philadelphia.
So yeah, this is the environment, though, that these players dream of, playing prime time in front of the entire country. All of North America can watch them tonight, so they need to show up. And one guy who's hoping to show up, and we know he is playing tonight, is Jahan Dotson. He's been sidelined with a hamstring injury for a few weeks now, and this guy, he's from Pennsylvania. He was born and raised about an hour north of Philadelphia, Nazareth, PA. That's right outside Allentown. So he's going to be back here. His family's going to be here cheering him on. It's going to be a big game for him.
Yeah, big game. I mean, this guy balled out in his first NFL season. 4 touchdowns in his first career games in the NFL. So going against this undefeated team, it's good to have Jahan Dotson back in the lineup.
Definitely feels better. I gave it way more time to heal this time around, and just being very cautious with it has really helped me get to the point I'm at today.
It'll be great to get Jahan back. He's a big part of our offense and what we do. I think no better chance to have our starting group than a week like this when we're going against a very good secondary. So I think it's going to be all hands on deck, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
So Jahan Dotson back with the Washington Commanders, like he mentioned. He grew up not too far from here. Matter of fact, he has Philadelphia Eagle fans in his family.
That's right. I mean, you can imagine growing up outside of Philadelphia. You can imagine some of those fans. And I'm like, well, they might be wearing those Eagle jerseys, but you
wait. You interviewed the family, and they were rocking Commanders jerseys.
They are loyal to Jahan. They are so proud of him. So proud of him playing for the Commanders, and it has killed Jahan not to play. I've spoken to him several times since that hamstring injury, and he said he is just working so hard to get back here. He's finally doing it, and what a game, what an environment to come back to Monday Night Football.
Make sure you comment on our Facebook page. We're going to answer your questions. I'm going to read your name out, giving you a shout out. Now, shout out to all the people who want to buy the Washington Commanders.
Yes, there seems to be so many.
It's been a long week. Obviously, with many investigations regarding Dan Snyder and the ownership, we know that he hired that Bank of America to put the team up for sale, or we think he's going to sell maybe a percentage or all of it. But the players have to go through us asking questions about it, them seeing it on social media. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's absolutely tough for these guys. And, many of them will say, oh, I don't get on Twitter, oh, I don't watch TV, or no, I don't see that. We know you're not blind. We know that you maybe try to put the blinders on and try to focus on football because that's your job. But we know it's really tough for these guys, and we know they just want to talk about football. They just want to play football. To them, many of them say they don't care what's going on outside because they just want to win football games, and that starts here tonight.
And a lot of them are not even from here or from Washington, D.C. So they don't know all the history and how bad it's been over the years. They've just been playing football in college or in high school before they came to Washington, D.C. But the man in charge is head coach Ron Rivera to try to keep his players focused for tonight's game.
If it's something I feel we'll get back to the players, then I've got to address it with the guys. And in this case, this is something I figure we'll get back to the players. I do wonder about some of the reactions because it will get to the guys. So I just mention it real quickly to the guys, this is what's out there. And again, this doesn't affect how we play or what we do on the football field. So let's not be concerned with it. Let's focus on playing the game.
All right, so the crowd getting bigger and bigger here. We know again it's going to be a huge game for the Commanders, huge game for the Eagles, and the Eagles want nothing more than to continue that undefeated streak. Of course, the Commanders want nothing more than to come into the Eagles' house and disrupt that undefeated streak. But one of our favorite things about going to games, especially away games, is seeing how the players arrive and seeing how they style themselves walking into the building. Sometimes good, sometimes not so great. But this is a segment we call Suited or Booted.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of the pictures up. You can see the pictures at home. but starting off is Brian Robinson.
Okay, yes.
Brian Robinson rocking, I think it's called DC Proper.
Yes,
the Letterman jackets that they wear before the game.
Commander swag.
If you look at the shoes, though, the shoes are on point. If you're going to rock that burgundy and gold, the full jacket, you might as well go with the shoes as well.
Absolutely. I say absolutely suit it because the shoes are on point, burgundy and gold. The jacket goes, the shirt goes. He's got the shades coming into the building, and that's a really dark tunnel, you guys.
And let's not forget, he's going against one of his former teammates in Jalen Hurts,
that's
who's
right.
the quarterback for the Eagles. So if you look good, you what?
You play good.
That is right.
I like it.
Speaking of looking good, or I don't know if it's looking good, but I don't think Jay Leno
Jay Leno will not be playing, but you know who will be playing.
I don't think Charles Leno got the memo in regards to suited or booted.
You know what? I think Charles just woke up and said, listen, it's cold outside. We got to travel to Philly. Comfort over anything. I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to put my sweats on. Here we go. Let's do this.
That's the man just focused on doing his job.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to boot it.
This is. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to boot it. Listen, maybe he's getting ready for his whole Leno Claus thing. He's preparing for the winter.
Does so much for the community. We love Charles Leno. Today, I think he just thought, all right, I'm just going to throw it on.
All right, so our last one is your boy, Bobby McCain.
Yeah. Bobby passed out. Now, first of all, little backstory on Bobby McCain. He showed up to day one of training camp in Ashburn with a Rolls Royce.
He did?
Yeah, matted out black.
Oh yeah, you did see that.
Yeah.
I think you snapped a picture of that.
He's
I think.
all about his style, looking good.
So you're
playing
suiting
good.
it?
Oh, I'm suiting it. He's got the Louis Vuitton. He's got the Louis Vuitton luggage. He's got the brand up there. You're gonna say no to that?
Yeah, listen. I
likes to be
love
flashy.
Bobby McCain. One of his NFL coaches was my head coach in college.
Okay.
But I'm looking at Bobby's stuff, and I get it. It's expensive stuff, but it just seems like it's all over the place. It doesn't seem organized to me.
It seems very organized.
I don't know. It's just.
His jacket matches his bag. That is a suited.
I feel like he's a billboard of just fancy clothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
So,
that too. Okay.
I appreciate the fashion statement,
Yeah.
but it's a little too much for me, so I'm gonna boot it.
You probably left the rolls at home. It's all good.
All right. So what is next here? Because we are
gotta get
just
some
31
Facebook
minutes away
comments.
from
Yeah.
away from the start of the game,
And we gotta get some
and we're gonna
Facebook
get to our
comments.
permission.
We know that you guys have been commenting and kind of following along with us. Many of you getting ready for kickoff here at 8:15 for Monday Night Football. So maybe you're on Facebook, scrolling, watching, commenting. Let's see. Do we have some good ones? Do we have some good
So
ones?
one comment says it's not going to be pretty. I guess it's G. Ed Umana.
We're taking your stand for the Commanders. We'll just guess that.
Listen, they're 2-0 on Monday Night Football, Charlotte.
I know. Here we go.
Oh,
You can hear
well,
the
there-
boos right now.
You hear the Eagle fans booing the
As
Washington
the team
Commanders.
goes back in after warm-ups, the Commanders going back in the locker room before they'll re-emerge for one final time. Yeah, it's already getting loud, and you can see there's a lot of empty seats. Those people are still piling in. Again, for those that don't know, here in South Philadelphia, it's a huge tailgate scene. Many fans starting early, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. They take off work. They
Listen,
go
one
all
of the
day.
fans took my mic.
One of the fans took
I
your
couldn't
mic.
even finish
It's a
my
little
segment
crazy
because he
outside
took
the
my mic.
stadium right now.
That's a hostile environment that I'm in, you're in,
Yeah.
and the Washington Commanders. All right, so another comment. Continue to comment on our Facebook page. You want to read this one from Alan? Alan Ashmore?
Alan Ashmore. We beat Pittsburgh last time. They were undefeated. Let's shock.
That's what I'm
the
talking about,
world.
Alan!
Absolutely, we all remember.
That's what I'm talking about, Alan!
And Pittsburgh was 11-0, I believe. So yeah, Pittsburgh was going right through the season, and we all said they can't go undefeated.
See-
Who's gonna bring them down?
See, Alan's my boy. I don't know Alan, but Alan, you are my boy. And the reason why Alan's my boy, because he talked about that Pittsburgh win. And that Pittsburgh win, even though it wasn't officially a Monday night game, that game was played on a Monday night.
Yes, absolutely.
That was their first win in their undefeated record of playing on Monday Night
Absolutely.
Football ever since they changed the name. So I appreciate
I
you,
love
Alan. All right, so Michael Honeyman says,
Okay.
we Cowboys fans could use the Washington team to beat the Eagles.
Oh, so Cowboys fans, they're rooting for Washington tonight.
I think this is probably the first time. Let me check with Elias to see if that's the first time a Cowboys fan is actually cheering
Ever.
on a
Ever.
Washington
In the history
Commanders
of time.
team. That sounds odd. I feel uncomfortable just reading that.
Yeah. Oh, and I think the Eagles going in the locker room right now, and you can hear this stadium go from boos to cheers real fast.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Okay, yeah, we got to get off the field. They're going to kick us off in a minute now.
It's time for your final thought,
Okay.
your prediction.
Okay.
Let the people know how you feel.
You know what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that they're going to get hyped up. And I like the fact that, they were the team to put an end to Pittsburgh's undefeated streak. And I said it last week. I'm going with it again. The Commanders are going to come in here and they're going to shock the world. They're going to shock the world.
All right, so I did say last week, for the record,
Yeah.
that the Washington Commanders were going to lose this game.
Yeah.
I did say that on the record. Can you forgive me?
I can forgive
All right, you can forgive me. This morning on CBS in Philly, I guaranteed a win by the Washington Commanders. I stood right
gotta
here.
stand by that.
I guaranteed a Washington Commander win on this field. And so right now, I'm going to guarantee that the Washington Commanders are going to lose tonight.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not switching back. I'm sticking with it. No.
I was like, what? You
I
could be
feel
a
like
flip-flop guy.
I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for them to pull that upset.
Okay, I believe it.
Different team, different quarterback.
Absolutely. That's right. Taylor
The Commanders
Heineke,
have nothing to lose.
We didn't mention that. Taylor Heineke was not the guy the last time they kind of got killed by the Eagles in Washington. So Taylor Heineke is the guy tonight. Maybe we need that Taylor Heineke moxie out there.
Hey, we'll see you guys hopefully at 11 o'clock. If not, we'll see you on Get Up DC
Absolutely.
with the Washington Commanders win. I'm Darren Haynes. She's Charlotte McBride. Appreciate you guys for joining us.